Hello!
Hello.
How are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Good. I just did the world's longest intro for the show slash podcast.
Good.
We ran about, what? Let's see.
Which means
About 15 minutes of just 8-bit music.
Hold on.
Holding on.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Ugh.
What's that, dude?
no, it
Then
says
what's
you
up
may
with
be
you?
diluted, so I would take
Nothing.
that as don't normally drink it with water.
Tell the wifey we say hi.
They say hello.
Hi.
She says hello.
Hold on, baby.
She says she hopes you sleep terrible tonight, Tim.
Oh, that's just a given. I mean,
Mom say this because mom's tummy is ishy.
when's the last
Oh.
time I slept good?
No, don't play that.
Alright, so where do we want to start this weeky?
Smell it.
Oh,
Smell it!
no.
That's where we want to start this week. Smell it!
Where do you want to start this week?
No, no,
Smell
no.
it.
You just licked it.
My 2-year-old. Oh, hey, happy birthday to my 2-year-old Belladora, by the way.
Happy birthday, Bella! From everyone at Our Life in Pixels, which right now is you, me, and Sam Toto.
What? I don't see Sam Toto.
Do you have chat open?
I do. It says welcome to the chat room.
Oh, well, he hasn't typed in a
I have
couple
a really
minutes.
bad feeling this is gonna be terrible.
The last thing he said was, get your shit together, Ian. God.
Me?
You!
Yeah, it is going to be terrible. You're gonna have to like plug your nose and
Have
just
you done this before?
no, maybe. I don't
No.
remember.
You haven't. Whatever it is, no. Do you have the stuff
Oh
open?
my god.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Oh
No,
my god.
my wife just took milk of magnesia.
Oh.
She, oh,
Oh, I'm
shit,
sorry.
So good.
Oh.
I'm a ninja. Sam Toto, you ain't no ninja. I can see you.
Hey,
Why
do
did
you,
you say the M word? I told her it was medicine and ishy. Now she wants milk.
Oh, I'm sorry.
because you said ninja?
No, I said the M word, not the N word.
Oh! I was super confused. I was like,
MILK.
yeah, no, I got that now.
Oh, okay. You
But-
know the stuff that comes out of a cow?
No, I thought you were talking about magnesia.
Yeah,
You
that
know.
stuff. Too,
That's
though.
the stuff that
Yeah.
made her want milk. I tell you.
Oh, for sure.
All right,
No, Bella, no pressing buttons.
I sent you the stuff noodles.
You sent me what now?
The show prep that we did
Where?
on Facebook. I can put it in Skype if you want.
No, hold on.
Oh, hold on. I should have put it in Skype. Now it's in Skype.
Ooh, cracker. All right. So first, we want to start with a little tribute for the late great Princess Leia.
Yep. I mean, how can we not start there, really?
What?
I said, how can we not start there, really?
Oh, I mean, my goodness. Best Princess Leia ever?
Okay, we're not trying to make light of the situation, but we can't leave out the fact that when we were talking about the passing of Carrie Fisher in our staff little chat, one of our other writers slash host, future host, who will be a host when he gets back from Kuwait, brought up the fact that her mother died. Only he didn't realize, he did not realize that that was her mom. And so I gotta see exactly what it was he said about it. Debbie Reynolds, he referred to her as Carrie Fisher's best friend / possible lesbian lover. So that's
To
good.
be fair, he knows nothing about movies.
To be
at all,
fair-
or actors and actresses.
To be fair, Google would have told him everything he needed to know about that.
Hey, Cody, when you listen to this, I want you to know I had your back, boy.
Cody, when you listen to this, I want you to know that I love you, but I think you're an idiot, and that I couldn't not include that on the show. Are you
Hey.
kidding me?
I'm not taking anything from Carrie Fisher, amazing actress, person. She showed that, yes, addiction can take control of your life, but then you can overcome that addiction and still be as amazing as she was before the addiction.
You know what? As great a character and as badass a character as Princess Leia was, she had nothing. She had nothing on the real Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher was amazing. Honestly, one of my favorite movie performances of Carrie Fisher, like as good as she was as Princess Leia, was Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh my goodness! I did like.
Do you read from the book?
When she was the doctor.
Yeah, that was pretty good too. I still think Jay and Silent Bob was better.
Hands down.
What do you see?
So yeah.
Is it just recorded, not a video?
My webcam is not working though, so it's just a picture of me.
Yeah. Yep.
Why didn't you do it on my computer?
Because your computer's upstairs. Also, sum total, you do not want MILK right now.
You don't. Trust us.
I just find it interesting that she wrote that book, and in it, she explained her affair with Harrison Ford, then all of a sudden she's gone. Just saying. If you're a conspiracy theorist,
are you trying to imply that you think Harrison Ford had something to do with her death?
Not at all, but his people might have.
His people.
His wife at the time.
All right, we should move on from that at this point, because now we have both implied that Carrie Fisher was a lesbian with her mother, and that Harrison Ford's ex-wife planned the assassination of Carrie Fisher. So we should probably stop.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
How do you think it's going to affect episode 9? Because 8's already done filming.
Yeah. I think I really think that they're going to CGI her into the movie just to kill off Leia, because you can't have Leia without Carrie Fisher.
Like what they did with Tarkin in Rogue One?
Maybe, yeah, I could see that. I haven't seen Rogue One yet.
By the way, they did a great job.
I still haven't seen Rogue One yet.
But I mean, with Tarkin alone, the lighting was perfect.
Yeah, I'm betting that it's going to be something similar to that. I just hope that they don't go... There's a risk in Star Wars, because there's a precedent for it, that they kind of... What are you eating?
Bella's eating crackers.
Oh, okay. I just hear the crumpling of the... It's all good. Anyway, there's a precedent that they set that I hope they don't follow in Episode 3, when, Vader dies, and all of a sudden... Padme is just too weak to go on, and she gives up, or not dies, but, Anakin becomes Vader, and she just, gives up on life. She loses the will to live. They can't figure out what's wrong with her. She just dies. Like, that's...
No, there's no way they do that if,
Well, I would hope not.
Entire episode 8, and then in episode 9 she feels like, oh, I can't go on anymore because, spoiler alert, my husband's dead.
We got Shane. Yeah,
Wait, sorry, what just happened? Bella's messing with my buttons. Bella! Hello?
Hello.
Okay.
Okay. Did who just what now? Are you in trouble?
Hey, first of all, your brother ruined that for you last night. No, my wife still hasn't seen...
Neither have I. So say nothing more, because I don't want to know.
No. She hasn't seen episode 7 yet.
Oh.
Really?
Chip said that because I was sick last night.
You guys don't own it?
Yeah, I just don't have time.
By the way...
Oh, okay.
He wasn't married to Han Solo in episode 7.
I never said that they were married.
They weren't.
Yeah, I never said that they were.
Yeah, I said her husband died.
Oh, yeah, no, you were wrong on that, yeah. They weren't married, so... Oh God, what happened? What happened to Shane?
What do you mean?
Shane got timed out by the bot. Shane tried to yell, and he got timed out by the bot. So
why are all his messages deleted?
Because that's what happens when the bot purges you. When the bot warns you, it purges you, so it deletes all your messages out of chat from before that.
Ooh, you timed him out.
Speaking of things you've done that other people haven't, you have a VR headset.
Oh.
Yes. So all I wanted for Christmas was new jeans, because all my jeans are either all ripped up with holes or my zipper doesn't work, and apparently my coworkers are sick and tired of looking at my unzipped zipper.
Yeah,
So they put together a GoFundMe account to get me new jeans.
I saw that.
Anyways, so I asked for jeans for Christmas, and I didn't get any jeans, but instead my parents got me the Oculus VR for the Samsung.
Yeah, well, talk about. Have you tried any games on it yet, or is
Well,
it Oculus? I thought it was the Gear VR.
Well, whatever, it's all the same. And the guys were over on Tuesday for Tabletop Tuesday, so of course we tried VR porn. What do you mean? Why does your zipper not
Wait,
work?
wait. You're gonna try and skip over that? What you just said?
What did I just say?
Everyone heard what you said. You know, this was going on. Okay. You literally. Okay, so you tried VR porn with your friends at tabletop.
Yeah. Well, Luke tried it first. 'cause
Of course, you guys did.
Hey,
This is for
no,
sure going
listen.
on the podcast page.
Listen.
What the hell?
What we were talking about? Oh yeah. So no, if you go put on the VR and you go to Samsung Internet,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you always read the reviews on whatever app you download first.
Right.
And the first two reviews were good for porn only, and then another one was I only use this for porn.
Well, that's great.
So basically, what it is, you know, you put it on.
Yeah, no, I think we get
and-
how
and
it works.
Listen, and it's almost like a movie theater screen, and of course it's POV porn, and
Why
so
are we talking
no,
about porn?
unless you really like immerse yourself into it. I didn't get it. Like, it's not something I would religiously do or try with lotion at all, but I don't know. What?
I was kind of thinking you were going to go more with the gaming applications of VR.
Oh yeah, so also we tried the roller coaster, which that was pretty cool. You kind of get immersed in that, and like so there's this one where the rails disappear and you're like free falling, and then all of a sudden you land back on the rails and literally your body jerks like it actually happened. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, we've done a haunted house where my wife literally threw the headset at me because she got so scared. And let me tell you, it's a pretty scary one. My brother had it on, and he even jumped. My dad jumped, who's like 6'2", 300 pounds.
You
So
know,
it's cool.
I'm
Well, 'cause it's
I'm hoping that you get, because right now, I mean, with like Steam VR, like a Samsung headset wouldn't work. I'm hoping that they find a way to integrate all that, because right now there's only like one VR headset that works with Steam, and that's the HTC Vive. I know Oculus has like a ton of games for the Oculus Rift. I don't know. I wonder if they would work on the Gear VR. I'm betting they would. Maybe. But have you tried
Well,
any like VR games that aren't like just like the quick experiences and stuff?
well, the horror game. It's they did really good. They use music kind of like they did in the old school horror movies to suck you in, and it's very dark. You got this little flashlight, and you try to walk around, so that's pretty cool. But the only downside about it is the graphics aren't the greatest. But you know, it's what can you do?
Yeah. You know,
There's this ocean rift thing where you're like in the ocean and you can see like sea turtles and sharks and all that stuff. It's also the same thing. The graphics aren't the greatest, but
I keep
whatever.
playing with this piece of this roll of tape I have in my hands. I don't know why. I keep like spinning it in my hands. I'm like fiddling. I don't know why I'm doing that. Well, speaking of horror games, though, I am a fiddler. I'm a fiddler on the roof. What's your favorite?
Also, I apologize
yes.
for my voice. I have congested head cold right now, and I've been drunk off Dayquil all day.
All good in the hood. Oh, I have a question for you. Speaking of your voice, because you had mentioned something about a mic earlier. Do you have a headset microphone? I thought I messaged you that, but I don't think I did.
I
Or, like,
do,
texted
but
it to you.
across the living room. Do you really want me to put it on?
No, not right now, but maybe for next cast, just see if it works for your computer. Because
It does work for my computer because I talked to Farmer Green on Discord with it.
oh, okay, yeah, don't worry about it right now. We'll do that next time. That might be a little, just a slight improvement to the audio for the stream, but we're still so early into it that it's not a big deal.
Oh, too late. I grabbed it.
Oh, okay. Is it gonna work when you plug it? Is it gonna automatically switch it over, or are you gonna go quiet on me?
Probably.
Which one?
Exactly.
There were two options.
Did I go quiet on you?
No. I think it's still using your laptop mic, though.
Well, I can hear you in the headset.
Oh, well, that's good.
You sound worse in the headset, though.
Well, F you, then.
Huh?
Well, screw you! Anyway.
Better or worse?
I don't think there's a difference. I don't think you
No,
sound
there
any
wasn't.
different.
I just silenced you. Never mind. That was good, though. I'm going to do it
Oh,
again.
how dare you, sir.
All right, what's up?
All right, so favorite what like okay. You are a horror movie buff, and I've played a hell of a lot of horror games. Have you? How many horror games have you played?
Not enough.
Not enough. Okay, well, have you played any like Dead Space, anything?
Oh, okay. So funny. I got Dead Space for the 360 when it first came out, and it literally took me like it sat on my shelf for like 2 years, and then finally I was bored with my games, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna check it out, and I got so immersed with it. I loved it so much, and I was pissed at myself for not playing it earlier. I thought it was fantastic.
You know, I rented it when it first came out, and I played 5 minutes of it, and I peed my little girly pants, and then I didn't play it again until last year. Last year,
fantastic.
I played through it, and I put a playthrough of it on YouTube, but it was like, oh my god, it's ridiculous.
I hope Zach Postal's listening to this, because he had Condemned. Have you ever played Condemned?
Condemned. Yeah, I think so.
One of my favorite.
Didn't we
video
play that?
games
Didn't we
for
play that at
360.
your house?
Yeah, I think I picked it up, but so he had it, and he who refused to play. He lived in the basement, his parents' basement at the time,
Yeah.
back in high school, and it was pretty scary because it was first person and everything, and you were like this detective, and you're hunting down this sadistic murderer or something like that. But he also had like strange powers or something. I don't know. It's been a while since I played it, and so he would only play it when I was over, and I was the one playing it, and he would watch it.
That sounds
Oh.
right.
Oh, it was great. It was so good.
There's well, what do we think about, like, okay, you've played some of the Resident Evil games, right?
Yes.
Do they
okay,
classify as horror to you?
Oh, of course they do. Why wouldn't they?
Do they still, though?
Oh, well, the last one I played was 5.
See, I didn't think 5 classified as horror anymore. They
Not at
stopped.
all.
They stopped getting scary after the first ones when we were kids. Were terrifying. They were legitimately terrifying. But I feel like the more they've gone on in the series, the more they tried to make it like anime-ish.
No.
And
So
the
my
less
wife-
scary it's
my
gotten.
wife is sitting in the room too.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Are you sure it wasn't just because you were kids?" And I'm gonna have to disagree because I'll still go back and play the first one, and it still gets to me.
Yeah, I just like I haven't even played the first ones in forever, but I remember being very scared of it when I was I was a kid though, but like I still play horror games, and I think I kind of almost hold them up to that standard. Like, do they scare me as much as Resident Evil did when I was like 9?
Yeah.
As weird as that is, that's the standard that I hold them up to. So like when I play games, there's a couple good ones coming out this year that I don't know if you played Outlast.
I'm not.
Do you have a PS4, not an Xbox One, right?
I got it all. I got both.
Oh, right now you should get Outlast on the it's free on Xbox Live if you have gold.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
it's free for gold.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
So
pick that up.
pick that up, play through it. Outlast 2 is coming out this year, and that game, the first game it's fantastic.
Like as good as Dead Space.
I actually think it's scarier than Dead Space. Well, maybe not scarier than the first Dead Space.
I didn't ask if it was scarier, Tim. I asked if it was as good.
It's different because you don't have a weapon.
Oh.
It's different. You have to run away from the enemies in the game. You cannot kill them. So it's very different than Dead Space. Because Dead Space was scary, but you could defend yourself. You can't do that in Outlast. It's more like a horror movie made into a game than most horror games are. So yeah, there's another one coming out this year too. Oh, you
Do
go.
you remember Nightmare Creatures for the PlayStation?
No.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Jasmine.
Tom Toto 24 says it's not scary. He doesn't think Outlast is scary. He doesn't think Outlast is scary. It's just I do. Ooh. I think you'll enjoy it, Ian. There's another horror game coming out this year called Agony.
What's that about?
Oh God. Okay. I'm gonna
Oh,
send.
God.
It looks. It's almost like. Okay, my mouse wasn't working for a second. It came unplugged. How to describe agony? It looks like hell in the best of ways. Like it looks absolutely gory and just
It
freaky.
looks like what in the best way?
Hell.
Oh,
It looks like hell in the best of ways. Look up a trailer for it, and we'll dive into that a little deeper next week.
okay.
Yeah,
What did you say? Amnesia?
Amnesia.
What did you say? Soma?
No,
What are we
well, those are good games, but I was talking about Agony.
Agony.
Agony. Yeah, look up a trailer for it, and
You know, I still have the Evil Within unwrapped sitting on my shelf too.
I didn't play that at all. It looked good. I don't know that it was scary, but it looked good, and it looked more. It looked a lot scarier than the last Resident Evil game. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, like I said, the last one I played was 5, and that was more of like almost an adventure in Africa game to me.
You know what? Speaking of Resident Evil, you are actually the perfect person to talk about this with.
Okay.
Video game movies.
Yeah.
Why do they suck so bad?
Well,
I have my theory.
okay. I'm not sure if I have an exact answer to why they suck so bad. Well, see, it's
I think I have
the rate
a
of
bit of an
differences.
answer. Well, it's always they always differ way from the video games, but I feel like that's almost a have to, because for most video games you're taking at least average video game, a short video game even is a 10 to 20 hour experience. That's not even a long game. That's like an average one, right? That's kind of short, maybe even. And you're trying to pack all of that lore and all of that information and all of that story that's unwrapped over 10 to 20 hours, possibly over several games, into 2 hours or less.
Tim, did you see Advent Children?
No,
No.
I don't know what that is.
Why?
It's like a spin-off of like the Final Fantasies
Advent Children.
with
Wait.
like clouds and stuff.
Was that the Final Fantasy movie that came out in like 2001?
Yeah.
Okay,
Advent
no,
Children.
yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
It's
that-
a cartoon, but it was like video game style.
Yeah, I remember that now. I guess I just don't remember. I always think of it as the Final Fantasy movie. I never think of it as Advent Children.
That was good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That one was all right. There's a lot of them that are just not good, though. I actually wrote like a blog with it yesterday about 5 of them that sucked. Ian disagreed with me on one of them.
What one did I disagree on?
You didn't think Doom belonged on the list.
No.
No, you thought it was not great, but it was tolerable. It just wasn't one of the 5 worst.
Right, I would have put more on that list over Doom for worst video game movies. What I didn't like about Resident Evil is, didn't they create Mila Jokovich's character?
No, that's Alice. She just didn't die.
Yeah.
She just didn't die like she did in the games.
Well, I honestly feel like they should have started it out in the mansion.
You know what?
That would have been fantastic.
I agree. They should have done the mansion, and I think the more they go on, the more it's just like the movies are like almost the Matrix in a zombie apocalypse universe, right? I wish they would have truly stuck to what the first few Resident Evil games did and been scary. I know that they put Nemesis in the movies, but Nemesis wasn't like...
they did Nemesis all wrong. Like,
right.
They made Nemesis have feelings.
Yeah, he had feelings, and wasn't he like he was somebody transformed into Nemesis?
Yes.
Which is not in the games at all.
Did they have Tyrant at all in the movies?
I don't remember if Tyrant was in any of the movies.
I don't remember either.
If he is, he was probably in the wrong movie, in the wrong order. Like, they're nothing like the games.
Right. I did like the last one that came out though. It was good. It was action packed.
Yeah, she did die, but they brought her back. They didn't. She's not back in the games as far as I remember. I stopped playing a long time ago in the games, but
as far as like spot on with the video games, no, the video games are way better than the movies. I thought the movies did not do it justice one bit.
I think the only video game series that is stuck to, or the only video game movie that's really stuck to its story at all, and actually the game devs have been smart and gone back and worked the movies into the plot of the video game series, is Mortal Kombat. And those movies were terrible. Like, you know what? I have those movies on a shelf, on display with my Mortal Kombat stuff, with every game I own. Just like, I love the movies. They're so bad, they're good. I think Shane Sullivan said when I posted my article about it that they were like the Power Ranger movies, and I was like, yeah, I can see that. They kind of were like grown up versions of the Power Rangers.
Oh.
Speaking of Shane, we should do responses and shout outs for the prompts, huh?
Yeah, do we have? Yeah, we have some.
We have some, especially the ones from today. I didn't think we were gonna get anything for, but we did.
Whoa, where's your optimism?
Well, hey, okay, we have 35 people that like the Facebook page, and we gave them 10 hours till showtime. So not
Yeah.
everybody who likes it checks Facebook as religiously as I do. I'm on Facebook
But
all the time.
We got some good answers when I shared it into our gaming group.
Did you? Oh, I should take a look at that. Also, we got one on the show page from
Yep.
Keegan.
You did the Keegs.
Where is it? Yeah, Keegan says Bloodborne.
Bloodborne.
I'm not exactly
Not Dark
sure.
Souls.
Yeah, he wants a Bloodborne
Wait,
movie,
hold
not
on,
a Dark
hold
Souls
on,
movie.
Hold on.
I'm holding
The
on.
prompt's from, if you could make one video game franchise
That's right.
into a movie, what would it be? Keegan would like to see Bloodborne into a movie. I wish he would have branched off a little bit more on, why he picked
Right.
Bloodborne.
And specifically, like, not Dark Souls. So specifically Bloodborne and none of the other Souls games. He wants it to be separate from that as its own movie. That could be pretty cool because Bloodborne's got a pretty good. I worry that you get a Van Helsing-ish movie out of that. Not Van Helsing like specifically, but monster hunting and that kind of stuff. I mean,
Are
you're
we
not gonna
have
get.
Hugh Jackman star in it.
I mean, maybe he could be the played character from Bloodborne. I don't know. Why not?
And then our buddy Luke Eastlick would like to see Peggle, which is
Yep.
a casual puzzle video game, if no one knows.
Sam Toto says Wolfenstein.
Ooh,
That would be good.
I'd see that.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Sam Toto, have you seen what is it? Dr. Frankenstein? Is that what it is? No.
Dr.
Shoot,
Frankenstein.
it's hold on. I'm gonna come back to it. Keep
Okay.
talking to me.
All right. Well, let's check the gaming page. And you said we got responses on there. I didn't realize we got any responses on there. I haven't checked it in hours. Let's see. So in the DGL, XCOM would be a very intense movie. Oh yeah, XCOM could be a good one. Ian, have you ever played XCOM?
Nope.
Okay. Well, yeah. Sam says, are you talking about I Frankenstein?
Nope.
Nope,
I'm
not that one.
commenting back right now.
Okay.
Frankenstein's Army.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I've never heard of it.
It's a B movie.
I don't
It's
think
not the greatest. It's not the greatest, but it's got some pretty cool creatures.
that has anything to do with Wolfenstein, does it? It just made you think of it.
Well, it just reminded me of Nazis.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Like, you know what I always think of with a Wolfenstein movie, especially after the latest reboot of Wolfenstein, and it being about resistance to Nazis who've taken over, is Man in the High Castle.
Okay.
How easily you can, have you seen that yet?
Bits and pieces.
Oh, it's really good. I've already started season 2. I'm really excited about it. So like, yeah, it's yeah, I could see a full movie of that, and I definitely think that yeah, it could.
So is that your choice?
Is that my choice?
Yes.
Oh man, you know what? We talked about Outlast earlier. I would love to see an Outlast horror movie too. There's so many good ones. Outlast would be a good one. Dead Space has a movie, but it wasn't live action. It's got a cartoon movie. I don't know if you probably
I
haven't.
just want to see what the world would be like if the Nazis won. That's what Sam Toto said, not me.
Yeah. I was like, you have to read that out as what Sam said, because otherwise everybody thinks you want the Nazis to have won.
Zagail. No.
Oh well, yeah, no, don't do that.
So my original answer when I was thinking about this, I would love to see a BioShock movie. I would love to see
That'd be good.
Borderlands, Sam Toto. I would not want to see a Borderlands movie because I love the series and I feel like a movie would ruin them.
What
They
up,
would not
Mr.
do
Legit Boss?
The
Sorry.
video game justice.
I agree with that.
Red Dead Revolver would be fantastic. And I would love to see Big Daddy on the big screen for BioShock.
Oh wow, yeah, that would be really cool. I remember
And the Little Sisters. Oh,
Cody said in the group he thought that Fallout 4 would be a good movie, And I guess the more I think about it, the more I'd be okay with that. But you couldn't call it Fallout 4. You just have to call it Fallout. But it kind of has the beginning of the whole Fallout universe intertwined with it, so that would be kind of cool.
And that's another game I have on my shelf unopened.
That's another game you have on your shelf unopened.
Yeah.
Oh, you should check that out. Oh, seriously, that's a classic game, man.
Yeah, I know. But wait, what was your choice?
Baby doesn't need milk.
Earlier, I said Outlast. I had another idea too, but I can't remember what it was.
Baby, you're gonna
To be
take.
honest with you. Oh, Fable! I think a Fable movie could be really cool, especially the way that the choices work. Like maybe even make within the movie do like two. I don't know if you could do this or not, but like do two different versions of the movie with the good and the bad ending. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That could be an interesting way to go about it. I don't think it'll ever happen, but I think it would be cool.
There's one of them.
Go look in the kitchen on the counter.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see a Bioshock movie, or even Bioshock Infinite. I
Bioshock
love
Infinite, yeah, that would be a good movie too. But I feel like you'd have to. Well, Infinite
Well-
really doesn't carry on. Like it's not a direct sequel to the others. So I guess
Well,
yeah, that would work.
It all ties together.
It does, but it's not like Infinite doesn't need the other two games to be understood.
No, but I'd be interested to see how they would do the main character, because I would want to see what they do in Doom when they switch to the first person. I thought that was terrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see. The only movie where that did that well is Hardcore Henry, but they did the whole thing first person. Some people
I
were
didn't see Hardcore Henry.
some people said that they gave them motion sickness because it was just too much, but I thought it was awesome.
Cloverfield gave me motion sickness.
Yeah, that gave my wife motion sickness too. She can't stand the shaky cam.
Right.
I
Even
can't
though
say I
T.J.
blame
Miller
her.
was the man behind the camera.
TJ Miller was the man.
Yes, sir.
I'd love to see him do some voiceovers in video games as just like the sarcastic side character. I think that would be phenomenal.
That would be great. We suck.
I need to leave. I can't get up anymore.
Okay, you brought up an interesting point on you brought up mobile games in the group chat.
Yeah.
I
It
want to
does.
hear your thoughts on it because you were making it sound like you think that it's possible to, but you
A
weren't
lot
sure what
has
they would
to
have to
change.
do
A
for.
lot has to change.
You know what? I don't think for mobile games to compete competitively with full release games, I don't think will ever fully happen. But you know what
Yeah.
I think would be smart for a lot of mobile developers
What?
is if they started essentially making, I mean, basically Game Boy games. Because you could make a Game Boy game run on a phone. I mean, I run Game Boy emulators on my phone all the time.
Right.
So, like,
Sure.
if you were to make, like, a new Yu-Gi-Oh game, but it was a mobile game, and make people pay, like, $20 for it, but no microtransactions in it, I think it would sell. I think you'd have enough people buy that game for their phone
Let's go.
that it would work. Especially if you didn't do a full price game. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, mobile gaming is so simple because you always have that game with you.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
on
true.
your phone. Like, for example, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I've literally played that game every single day since like June.
I still haven't played it.
Damn, it's fantastic.
The only mobile game that I've been playing a lot is actually also a PC game, and that's Hearthstone. And I haven't played a ton of it. I've just played it like I'll have like a half hour to kill at work, so I'll play Hearthstone.
I'm sorry for listeners. I gotta blow my nose quick.
Why don't you I was gonna say, why don't you mute yourself?
Oh, you know what? I could have done that, but I didn't. And I
Yeah.
apologize.
Oh god,
You weren't fast enough, Tim.
I wasn't. I tried, but you were already like mid blow.
Well, she already brought it to me. I had to get it done.
It's all good. It's all good, baby.
All right, that's a little better. My voice is coming back a little bit.
A little bit, a little bit.
Uh-oh. And see, my only problem with mobile gaming is a lot of the games I can only play for a little bit until I'm bored with it. But that's not the case with Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, so I'm liking what they're doing with that so far. But every other game, I get bored of it, and it either just sits on my phone or I delete it.
You know, Mr. Legit Boss brought up a good point that we should get to. Like, Destiny as a movie would be interesting.
Ooh, that would be very cool.
Yeah, a movie set in the Destiny universe would be pretty cool. I feel like the the best way to do
There's
a
so much going on in there, though.
I know. I feel like the best way to do a movie in a universe like that is like Halo's actually had a couple of good ones that were not like they weren't like full length feature films that were full theater releases or anything, but Halo's had some cool movies that were about characters that are introduced into the game later, but they're not. You know, it doesn't follow Chief. It doesn't follow Cortana. It doesn't follow even Buck from ODST.
Right. Well, if they go the Destiny road, I would like to see them do a movie for each class. You know, let's see a Warlock movie. Let's see a you know what I mean?
yeah, almost like an Avengers prequel movie series, and then you get the full Destiny movie.
Right. Well, you know, I wouldn't mind that.
You know, that actually might not be a horrible idea.
Uh,
Maybe an open world Mummy franchise. Sam, do you mean the other way around, like an open world game in the Mummy universe?
DLC is each
could
a
be true.
movie.
DLC is each movie. Oh my god, you'd get so many movies with Destiny.
Baby Nook.
Oh, you know what? We were gonna do. Oh, you haven't. You know what? Justin and I talked about our games of the year in the first episode. You haven't gotten a chance to do that yet.
No, I told you I can't do it though.
You can't do your game of the year.
No, because I haven't played any games this year.
You've played some games.
I played games this year, but I haven't played games that came out this year.
You didn't play any game that was released in 2016?
The only game that I played in 2016 was the Overwatch beta.
That's it.
So that
None of the Division.
Nope.
You didn't even play. You didn't even get the new Madden.
Hey, what's that?
I mean, if that was your answer, it would be laughed upon by the internet, but it would count as a game.
Not the Xbox one.
What game is that?
I don't know. No remember. What did I get with it?
I don't remember either. I'm looking at games that came out this year, except my 2-year-old's crawling all over me.
Yeah, no, I understand. I was trying to write. When I was trying to write earlier, Logan was literally crawling on my head.
No, you can't drink the Dayquil. Yeah, no, this is the first year since 2002 that I did not get the new map.
Wow. Well, you're gonna have to do better next year for the podcast purposes. You're gonna have
I
to do
know,
better,
yeah.
son.
I've literally only played the Overwatch beta.
That's really sad. I mean, Overwatch is great. You haven't even played the full Overwatch game yet?
No,
Wow. You need
because
to.
I have no one to play it with because I'm lame and don't have a PC.
Well, we're gonna have to remedy that too. Cody got one now, I think,
Well,
or
yeah.
is getting one.
I'm waiting for you to get a new PC so I can have your old one.
Well, that you're gonna be waiting a while, bud, because I got a
No,
kid too.
We got to get one right now, Tim. Hurry up.
Oh, ask if he's going to Green Day.
Mr. Legit Boss also says
Side,
Titanfall is a movie.
not video game related question. My wife wants to know if you're going to go see Green Day when they're in the cities April 1st.
No, we're not. We can't this time. We could get
Oh.
Blink tickets, but we couldn't get Green Day tickets this time. It was just like, I think when we were looking, they were just too much.
Ah.
All right, well, I'm gonna play the outro now, and we want to thank you guys for watching. Ian, do you got anything for next week? Any closing thoughts?
For next week, we haven't even. Tim,
Do you have any ideas right now on the spot? On the spot, putting you on the goddamn spot. Do you have anything that you want to talk about next week that we weren't able to get to today?
we literally came up with today's game notes today.
Well, that's true. Because yeah, I was bad about it. I'm gonna write some
Well,
stuff.
it shouldn't be all put on you either. You know, we're a group.
That's
We
true.
can't all think Debbie Reynolds is Carrie Fisher's lesbian lover.
Yeah, we can't all do that, Cody. But yeah, hopefully, like last weekend, both honestly, I went to do it on Sunday. I was gonna write everything on Sunday because I was like, all right, I've got time. My residents are sleeping. I got nothing to do. You know what I forgot at home?
What did you forget?
My laptop charger. My laptop has a terrible battery. I couldn't do any writing, and I did it on Monday too. I did it on Monday and on Sunday. I was like, God damn it.
That's amazing.
All right, well, I'm gonna wrap it up here, bud. So I will. I'll give you a call later on the phone.
Okay.
Okay, we want to thank you guys for watching. Ian, tell them that you love them.
I love
Glue.
Sam Toto.
I thought you were gonna say lamp. I'll talk to you later, buddy. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Okay, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. That's going to be it for the podcast. Overwatch is good. He only played the beta for Overwatch. I think my game of the year for 2016, Fallout came out last year. My game of the year for 2016, I said a couple weeks ago, I went with Overwatch, but I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I'm going to go with Dishonored 2. I think Dishonored 2 is a fantastic game. I think it adds on to the series really, really well. But yeah, we're going to wrap up for we're going to wrap up the podcast for the day, guys. I will be back at 1:30 a.m. to do my own normal Twitch stream. If you want to hear updates about the podcast or let us know ideas for next week's show, we have... Yeah, absolutely, boss. I'll hop on Discord in a little bit here. I don't think I'm in there right now. We have the Twitter account. We also have a Facebook page. Both Our Life in Pixels. No, nothing else. Just Our Life in Pixels. I've retweeted the Twitter account a couple of times now. So if you want to follow us on Twitter or like us on Facebook, go ahead. Feel free to do that. Otherwise, we will... Our Life in Pixels will see you next week, and I will see some of you at 1:30 a.m. CST. Love you guys. Bye!